sa. Cultura română și spațiul în care ne aflăm are o semnificație, nu este doar exotic, nu e doar așa un loc de vacanțe virtuale, ci e chiar un spațiu unde se gândește cu seriozitate, în care literatura chiar joacă un rol important sau a jucat până mai ieri în viața oamenilor. Deci cred că faptul că acordăm acest premiu ne onorează în egală măsură. Felicitări din toată inima.
Mersi mult pentru cuvânturile prea frumoase, cuvinte prea frumoase spuse de Cartea Dobrescu. Multe mulțumiri juriului din Muzeul Literaturii care a vrut să mă onoreze. În primul rând, eu trebuie să spun că, de fapt, eu nu fac decât să îi mulțumesc culturii române, fiindcă prin cultura română am descoperit și eu o lume pe care, din păcate, e prea puțin cunoscută în sănătate și cred că, din fericire, în sfârșit, cultura română a ieșit la suprafață la un plan mai, să spun, mai general și, bineînțeles, bine spunea domnul profesor Maznic, de pildă Toma Pavel a devenit o autoritate împreună cu alți critici și așa mai departe. Eu iubesc foarte mult, de pildă, și pe Matei Călinescu, care iarăși a avut un renume internațional și în Italia cărțile lui a fost traduse, deci eu cred că mișcarea spre o mai dreaptă recunoaștere a literaturii și a culturii române, din fericire, s-a realizat. Vă mulțumesc foarte mult!
Premiul Titu Maiorescu pentru anul 2025 și pentru proiecte culturale majore nu se acordă. Se acordă, în schimb, premiul Alexandru Ciorănescu pentru literatură comparată. Se acordă domnului Marcel Tolcea pentru volumul Ultimul Avangardism, misterele lui Ionatan X. Uranu, Serafim și Boxeri, editura Polirom, Iași, 2025. Argumentul acestui premiu o să vi-l comunice Caius Dobrescu.
Da, ne pare rău, bineînțeles, că Marcel nu poate să fie aici alături de noi. Ne pare bine și că suntem aproape de ziua lui. S-a consumat evenimentul nu cu mult timp în urmă, așa că sperăm să-i facem o bucurie și în felul ăsta. Această carte este o carte specială. Cei care nu-l cunoșteau pe Ionatan X. Uranu probabil vor avea un șoc. Ne descopere pe cineva care face șpagatul între experimentele avangardiste cele mai radicale și ortodoxie.
Este pasionată de legăturile culturale și de business și i-am spus adesea că e un multe, dar e o extensie pe care putem să o umbrelă pe care putem să o așezăm peste profilurile profesionale ale tuturor celor 5 doamne distinse pe care mă bucur să le avem astăzi aici. Nu mai vorbesc eu prea mult, dar s-a părut sănătos să ne bucurăm și să așa, piculit un pic și să spunem câteva lucruri despre domnile sale.
Între tatăl meu român, care studia la Sofia, la Facultatea de Filologie Bulgară, și a cunoscut-o pe mama mea, care era și ea colega lui de ani. Și astfel am apărut eu, ca o draslă a prieteniei româno-bulgare. Deci limba bulgară este limba mea maternă. După aceea este adevărat că am fost studentă la Facultatea de Limbi și Literaturi Străine și am absolvit bulgară engleză. După aceea, în 1990, am intrat asistent universitar la secția de limba bulgară și am predat 30 și ceva de ani când m-am pensionat, hai să spunem, de curând. Nu vă spun ce credeam că vă speriați, da, așa, în legătură cu limba bulgară, am început din facultate, pentru că eu studiam în limba cehă. Mai știam deja la vremea respectivă polonă și rusă și ducându-mă în Bulgaria într-o excursie, am constatat că înțeleg destul de bine bulgărește și atunci am apucat să studiez mai temeinic. Dar merită să spun că limbii bulgare și Bulgariei în general, eu îi datorez fericirea mea casnică. Și vă rog să aveți răbdare, să ascultați această poveste, cum l-am cunoscut pe soțul meu. Eram în anul 1973, când începuseră și la noi și la ei economiile de curent electric. Pe mine m-a trimis statul român la o scurtă perioadă de specializare de 3 luni la Sofia, unde am fost cazată în căminul Derbelița. Numele este destul de urât, nu este chiar, nu contează ce înseamnă și vă spun după aceea. Și acolo erau și ei în rătoiul acestor economii de curent electric, dar la ei era mai prost organizat decât la
publishers from neighboring countries, which is very important for us because we don't know our neighboring countries. Unfortunately, when the countries in the region, like Central Europe or Western Balkans region. So again, this is an ongoing project. We are only beginning and continuing what we have done good until now, but a lot of new encounters will happen. And as you all know, our email is always open and replying as soon as possible, or our WhatsApp, and our door is open, as they say. So yeah, we're always eager to see what's going on. And also for this Frankfurt, we are planning mutual events, and we have started.
And how do you intend to build a coherent image of contemporary Romanian literature, avoiding both external stereotypes and the internal fragmentation of the literary scene? And if I may, I'm going to add perhaps the most difficult question of all, which is how will authors and titles be selected for translation? Now, is there clear criteria, a curatorial committee, and how do you plan to manage the inevitable internal tensions within the literary scene? Who is included, who is not, and how to avoid perceptions of favoritism?
Yeah, that's the question I like the most because it's a very hot topic. It was a very hot topic on social media, but it's everywhere. It's not only Romania. This question rises. I think Simone and everybody who can testify that it happens in each country. Who is going to be there? Who is going to be showcased there? Who is going to decide? And I'm assuring everybody that it's not a cave somewhere, hidden occult group does the list, and summoning some dark forces to have the list ready, No, it's going to be the curatorial committee, professionals who are going to decide based first, of course, on translations into German maybe, and then important translations into other languages. Books who have potentials, but they will come up, of course, with a set of rules and set of clear criteria that will determine this list. It don't, as I say, it don't be like, government ordinance or some hidden, as I said, action. No, it will be as transparent as possible, definitely, because otherwise you can't do it, and everybody did it the same. And this will ensure actually the strength of the whole project.
what will remain after 2028? Is there a measurable legacy plan, or how high is the risk that everything will be a short-term, concentrated effort?
May I take a breath? Sure.
So enough.
Well, it's for us. It starts also with the bilateral relations, Romanian and German bilateral relations. It's very important that we are building this project on friendship between our countries. And I'm not saying big diplomatic words. You know me, I can't do that. And this actually approaches our countries and our markets even more, because we know about each other, but we don't know about each other. That's the paradox within. And therefore we will strengthen the connections with the German side, but also we will make Romania famous all over the world. And of course Romanian culture, and not only literature, but also our film, whom of course it's, we all know how famous it is worldwide, but also the theater, exhibitions, the tourism, and so on. And the Frankfurter Buchmesse opportunity, you get it like in 2 lifetimes. This is a 2 lifetimes chance. You can't get it like in not even 50 years, I think. So this is 2 lifetimes chance for Romania to showcase our best in literature, in culture, as I said, in everything. So this is our goal, and not to stop in 28, of course. 28 to be like a ramp that will lift us up, of course, that will lift us, and 29 will follow, of course, but then we will have to move forward, and yes, we will be like the interesting topic no one knew about, the hidden gem that now everyone talks about, starting with 28. Yeah.
You can breathe now, Alex. Thank you
Very
so
kind
much
of you. Thank you.
for your answers and for all your efforts to get us here. Now I'm going to turn to the Frankfurt side and Katja, and anyone can answer, including you, Alex, if you feel to intervene, be our guest. So what does the collaboration between the Frankfurter Buchmesse team and the guest countries organizers look like in practice? Who decides what, and where the bottlenecks usually appear?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this question. I think the key word within your question is the collaboration. So the Guest of Honor project is a project which is not a one-way show, which is a frontal show, but it lives with the collaboration. So we approach also from Frankfurt Book Fair side. We have a team and we have great colleagues, as for example Vlatka here and Dirk here in our audience as well. We have a team which accompanies in every step, if the guest of honor wants or doesn't want, with every step the whole project. This means that we are not only a venue, we are a team of people. We can provide and accompany with briefings in the several sections, as it is the literature program. We connect with the guest of honor team. So this is why it is so important to have really a project team also on board in the guest country, so we can immediately connect to them, and we open the doors towards the publishers, towards our network that we have on an international base when it comes to publishing, when it comes to the cultural program, which is also a part, especially then in October 28 for the Guest of Honor Romania. There are many exhibitions taking place, and the cultural institutions, they collaborate. They do this everything in co-production. So it is not as I said, not a one-way thing. So it is a process that usually, it is through 3 years that we go step by step. Communication also a very important point. So our team is also coordinating very closely when it comes to the press conferences, etc. So this is from our part, our daily work. for us when we were cooperating, so Slovenia with Frankfurt Book Messe, one of the most important things was to get used to this, that you are not alone in that boat, that this is really cooperation, and it takes you, if you are following the ideas and advices, it takes you to a very successful road. So, and for me, what was really important is that you together can do a lot, but it is really hard work. And what is maybe most important is that you as a country who is going to be guest of honor, you have to have a very slim and effective organization who is taking decisions. It is one of the crucial things, and you don't have much time. The time is running very fast. You think, well, it's only in 2028. No, it's already in 2028. Things have to go very fast. You have to go very fast to have some of the communicational strategy. You have to have like Facebook and Instagram with guest of honor Romania now, today, tomorrow, yesterday, last year already, because things are going much faster than you ever think. The team helps you so much. They connect you with all the cultural institutions possible. But if you don't do your own work, they can't do it for you. And this is for me one of the most important things that I have learned. And also, if you want to use all the opportunities, all the cultural institutions from your country have to be on board. You have to know what is your common goal. You want to represent Romania, literature, culture, and also tourism. You want to use this opportunity as much as possible, and that's why you have to have, as a head of the project, someone who understands, especially book fair, because one of the common mistakes is to misunderstand the book fair. What is the book fair in Frankfurt? It is not a literary symposium. It is also not just a business book fair. It is a book fair where you meet professional public audience and where you meet general audience, and where you have a lot of opportunities to have events at the book fair and outside of the book fair, and you also have a whole year to use. When the Chile stops, at that time you have to step in and you have to work the whole year around. An embassy in Berlin, they have to step in, and the Cultural Institute of Romania, they also have to do their work. It's really common work, but the decisions have to be taken very fast, very effective, and you need to know your budget. You have to have a secure budget which shouldn't depend on the changes of governments, because we know, sorry if I'm too long, but I think this is...
No worries at all.
It's also very important thing that the project managers or the head of the project, they should be a bit independent from the changes in governments, because today in Europe, governments are changing very fast. And if you have to explain every time to the government what the project Frankfurt Guest of Honor is, you are losing time, but you don't have that time.